Hi, welcome to Sabri Bra. My name is Sabrina and I am a experienced certified fitter as well as somebody who's worked as an account executive with a luxury lingerie brand. Today I want to talk about the different types of bras that are out there. In my experience as a fitter and as an account executive, there's a lot of misinformation and confusion about the different types of bras. And I think the information just isn't out there. So a lot of people are just not aware of certain styles or the reasons why you might wear them or the benefits of wearing those different cuts. Today I'm going to go over some of the most popular styles as well as ones that are maybe not as popular that you might not have seen in your day-to-day life and sort of explain the benefits or the disadvantages of them and the differences. So the first style or type of cut of bra is what we would call a molded cup or a firm cup, or sometimes people will call it a padded cup. There's different ways people might communicate this style of bra depending on where you are. So this one is what most people think of when they think of a bra. It's really what is synonymous with bras in a mass-produced market, okay? So a lot of people coming to more independent boutiques might be searching this out because that's what they've experienced going and shopping at stores you might find more at the mall. So a padded bra, this is also not padded in the way of a push-up bra. This is just the fabric itself. A push-up bra is different, but some people will call that a padded bra and some people will call this a padded bra, and they can also be the same. Typically a push-up bra is going to also be this type of firm molding. You don't see a push-up too often in other styles of bras. Sometimes, but very rarely. So a molded cup, it'll stay in shape when I have it up like this. My hand is not in it, right? My hands are out and it is keeping its shape, okay? Now, you need to be the exact shape of this bra. And if you are, that's awesome. You are gonna love this kind of a bra and that's great for you. It's going to be amazing as a t-shirt bra. This is often what people refer to as a t-shirt bra because it's super smooth. You know, you might see some bumping with it here. It's been packed away in a suitcase. That makes sense. But once it's on the body, you shouldn't see too much of that, if at all. If it's fitting you properly, you should be filling out that cup, okay? So a lot of people will wear this as a t-shirt bra, which is also why a lot of people want this style of bra because it looks so good under most types of clothing. In theory, okay? You have to have the right fit, and you also have to consider that a molded cup has a much thicker edge to it. So in t-shirts, you might actually see a line of where your bra is, and if your bra is not hitting you properly, you might also see a bump from your breast as well. But that's for another day. So those are some things to consider when you're looking at a molded style bra. Now, one thing, like I mentioned, is you have to fit it properly. A molded cup is not going to fit to you like a lace bra might. You have to fit this bra. So it's not the ideal bra for a lot of people because most of us aren't the quote unquote perfect shape of one of these bras. Most people have unevenness in their breasts, or some people might be what we call shallow, so they don't have as much volume on top. And these traditionally are ones that are really good for people with a lot of volume, but not too much volume, but a decent amount of volume. You don't want to have too little breast tissue up here. Otherwise, you're going to have gaping. And that can lead to the incorrect size because typically you want to fill out your bra. And if you are a more shallow fit, the bra might technically fit you where your wire hits and everything else, but if you go to a commercial store, they might say, oh my gosh, there's gaping happening here. This doesn't fit you. So then they're gonna bring you into a smaller and smaller cup until you fill up that cup, but then other parts of the bra are not going to fit you. So molded cups like this often lead to people being missized, and a lot of people will end up having a lot of discomfort in bras like this, even though in theory, it's what they want. A lot of people also see this as an option to help cover their nipples. And that makes a lot of sense. A lot of people are a little bit afraid of their nipples poking out in clothes. And I can understand that that is a cause for concern in professional settings and things like that. But you also need to make sure that your bra is fitting you everywhere else, okay? So that is a molded bra or firm cup bra or padded bra, whatever you want to call it, but it is that sort of typical bra that people know about. Now, another bra that would be considered a molded bra is what we call a spacer bra. So this is a different type of material and it's a little bit softer and more pliable. So let me grab that. This is a spacer bra. It is super pliable. See how I can grab that and it bounces right back, right? You might get a little bit of lines if it's packed away or you do that too much, but once it's on the body, that should smooth out. You can always give it a quick steam and that should also make that smooth, okay? So this is a spacer bra, and like I said, it's also molded because when I have it here, it's not falling. It is staying exactly in place. A spacer is this sort of foam fabric. So you might be able to see when I push on this, it's very bouncy. So it's almost like a foam or a sponge, something like that. And it's super breathable, super pliable, very comfy for a lot of people. Okay, so if you are transitioning from wearing a molded cup like this, a harder cup, and you're wanting to explore different options, this might be the perfect transitional bra for a lot of people, is having that softer cup bra. This will fit a little bit closer to the body for a lot of people, and it'll mold a little bit more to you. Now, like I said, it's still a molded cup though. So if you're not fitting this quite right, you might be getting a lot of gaping and excess space in your bra, which can again lead to you being missized. Now, this type of fabric can be in all sorts of different styles of bras, and sometimes you'll see just a little bit of this fabric on the cup, and then the rest of it is a lace cup. So it can offer a little bit more rigidity than just a lace bra, while still having that beautiful detail of lace or the proper fit that lace can often offer. So spacers can come in all different shapes and sizes. This is just a very traditional spacer bra, okay? They're really great for summer since they're so breathable and they dry pretty fast. So I actually have a sports bra that I use that is a spacer bra because it's so fast to dry and easy to wash and just perfect for that, again, that breathability when I'm working out. So that's really amazing. So I do like spacers. I don't tend to wear them myself. You don't see spacer bras in as large of cups too often, and I tend to be a little bit out of that size range or just on the cusp. So I don't tend to wear them as often, but you can get some bigger cup sizes in a spacer compared to a molded cup. You might see a bigger cup in a molded, but I don't find they tend to do a lot for the people in those bigger cups. Well, a spacer can offer a little bit more. Just for example, the sports bra that I wear is this one right here, and this is that spacer bra fabric. See that nice sponginess, super breathable, super comfy, really flexible when I'm moving as well. There are many other options in seamless bras. So a molded cup and a spacer typically tend to be seamless options. There are exceptions to that rule, but typically you'll see them as seamless or t-shirt bras is how they'll be advertised. But you don't have to have a firm cup bra or a molded cup bra to be a t-shirt bra, okay? So a couple other options I will show you. So one of them is this type of a fabric, okay? So this is super pliable. This is more just like a classic material. You'll see all different types of fabrics used, but it's really smooth, okay? And this is a seamless option. Some bras will be very stretchy fabrics. This particular brand, Empreinte, does not tend to offer stretch in their bras. That's a really big pillar of their design. So you won't see as much, if any, stretch in this compared to other brands that might have a similar seamless option that has stretch. So you can see different styles or different materials with this. But this is a seamless bra, super smooth, a perfect t-shirt bra for the summer or underneath sweaters, all sorts of different things. This particular style does also have little bits of lace details, but they're in more inconspicuous places, so you won't notice them as much under a shirt, and even that lace in particular is super smooth. But overall, this is one of the most seamless styles of bras that you can get in a softer cup. So that's the other thing, is you would call this probably a softer cup. There are other options that are also soft cups that are lace, but this one is just a super soft, pliable fabric. Different people will call this different things, but overall it is still a seamless option and perfect for the summer. Now, like I said, there are also lace options as well. And you can get seamless bras in lace. They're not as common, but they are out there. So let me grab this one. This one is a super popular bra in the luxury space. And this one is a seamless lace soft cup bra. So you can see again, if I hold up a softer cup, it's just going to go flat and it's not going to keep its shape, unlike a molded or a spacer bra. Now, this particular brand, they would still call this a molded bra because of the way it's made, which is on a heat mold. So they would still consider this molded because of the way it's made, but it's not molded in the traditional way that most people would consider a molded bra, which is that firmer cup bra, okay? So you might see some lace bras called molded because of the way they've been manufactured, but it's still very different from what most people call molded. Now, this bra, totally seamless. It is lace, so some people might say they can see a little bit of the lace detailing or embroidery underneath their clothes, but it's pretty limited that how much you would see, if any. It's a very smooth lace that doesn't have a lot of texture, okay? There are some laces that are super textured and will show underneath everything. This particular one, pretty limited, and again, you won't get those seams like in some of the next bras that I'll show you in just a moment. Now, this is, again, an awesome bra for underneath t-shirts or sweaters or anything that you're really worried about seeing lines. Some people are worried about their nipples showing, and some people are worried about lines showing underneath clothes. This is going to really alleviate that option of lines. It might not alleviate the issue with your nipples poking out. Again, I personally am of the feeling that we should just embrace the fact that we all have nipples, but I understand that not everybody's that comfortable, especially in professional places. But this again will help with the seams showing. Thank you so much for watching Sabri Bra. I hope you learned something new about bras today. And if you want to learn about other different styles of bras, check out my 2 other videos in this series. One of them, I will be doing a really nice deep dive on multi-way bras and straplesses. And in the other one, we'll be talking about my personal favorite, cut and sewn bras. I would love to hear what your favorite style is though. And also, if you have any really burning hot undergarment questions, let me know in the comment section below, and maybe I'll do a video on it. Would love to hear. See you in the next one. Bye.